The Young and the Restless. YNR. Spoilers hint that Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell, may come home to chaos. Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, and Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, may not be able to hide their relationship turmoil once Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, carries out her next vengeful plot. In YNR's August 19th episode, there was plenty of talk about Harrison's imminent homecoming. Harrison has been spending time with Summer Newman, last played by Alison Lanier, in Milan, but it won't be long until he's back in Genoa City with Kyle and his other loved ones. As Harrison's former nanny, Claire has developed a special bond with him. Harrison is also a smart kid who's able to pick up on things pretty easily, so it'll be hard to hide any drama that's escalating. Kyle and Claire have been struggling with an Audra crisis for a while now, but he's hoping to keep their relationship intact. Claire is trying to trust Kyle and keep the focus on her disdain for Audra, but that may not be possible for much longer. Since Claire is on the verge of ruining Audra and Nate Hastings' Sean Dominic romance, you can bet Audra will seek payback. There's no way Audra will just let that go, so Kyle and Claire's relationship could be headed for destruction. 2. Kyle keeps dancing around the important issue of what actually happened behind closed doors in Nice. Claire doesn't realize Kyle had a major makeout session with Audra while he was wearing a towel. Kyle went as far as sprawling out on the bed with Audra under him, so he left a lot out of that story. Audra may make it her mission to force Kyle into total honesty about their sleeping car session that almost turned sizzling. Kyle claims there was no danger of it going any further, but how can Claire be sure when he's been deceiving her this entire time? Of course, Audra may find other ways to manipulate the situation and add to the conflict that's building. When Harrison comes home, he may find total chaos waiting for him, at least when it comes to Kyle and Claire's relationship blow-up. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Harrison will get updates on plenty of surprising news once he's back in GC, so stay tuned. CDL's where you want to be for the hottest Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates, so make us your top YNR source. The Young and the Restless. YNR. Spoilers for the week of August 25th to 29th reveal that fans will see Audra Charles's, Zuleika Silver, revenge while Sally Spectra's, Courtney Hope, party is at risk. Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, will also have some results for Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, so there'll be a lot going on in Genoa City. For starters, Phyllis will carry out some urgent orders for Kane, who'll expect her to deliver on the promises she's made. Since Phyllis has been pledging her loyalty and singing her own praises, Kane will need her to get the job done. This may be related to the hacking instructions that Kane's already been hinting at. Kane wants Phyllis to hack into the major companies he's after, so he may get the ball rolling on that task and the shopping that he plans to do. Of course, Kane will hold out hope that he can repair the damage with his children and even Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, but she may keep giving him the cold shoulder for now. Lily is fed up with Kane, but you can bet she still feels something for him deep down. Over with Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, and Daniel Romalotti Jr., Michael Graziadei, they'll keep strengthening their bond and inching toward perhaps more than friends. Could someone like Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, or even Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, come along to witness an intense moment? Could Daniel and Tessa be spotted sharing a kiss, or at least come close to it? Regardless, Sharon may have romantic problems of her own since Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, isn't in a hurry to define whatever's happening between them. If Nick is just playing games and not willing to commit, he could be setting Sharon up for more heartbreak. After Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, finally convinces Audra to come clean about her despicable behavior, he'll have to decide whether they can move past her mistakes. Audra may beg Nate for another chance, but it seems likely he'll dump her anyway. In the aftermath of Audra and Nate's potential split, YNR spoilers hint that Audra could really lose control. This could be a turning point where Audra makes it her mission to make Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, and Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, feel the same heartache she's feeling. Audra may not rest until Kyle and Claire break up as well. This won't even be about the Vibrante funding anymore. It'll just be about payback and getting a sense of satisfaction. Sally is also planning a launch party that's set to kick off during the week of August 25th to 29th. Will that bash take a disastrous turn as so many soap parties tend to do? Audra could be a liability to Abbott Communications considering her shad. The Young and the Restless. YNR, spoilers for Thursday, August 21st, reveal that Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, may be facing his last chance while Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, makes a stunning choice. Devin Winters, Brighton James, will also get some bad news. So let's talk about what's coming up on YNR. For starters, Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, will fill Devin in on the latest drama with Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver. After Nate updates Devin on Claire Newman's, Haley Aaron awful accusations, he'll also point out that Audra denies any wrongdoing and is blaming everything on Kyle. Although Devin won't like the fact that Nate's facing another crisis, he won't be surprised by Audra's actions. Audra working for Victor on a Kyle seduction plot and kissing him openly in a restaurant will be right up her alley from Devin's perspective. Devin may push Nate to look in his heart and ask himself what he truly believes deep down. Nate may admit he thinks Audra's guilty, so he'll have to decide what that means for his relationship. If Nate and Audra are going to have any hope of surviving, he may determine that he at least needs her to be honest. Since Nate will force the whole truth out of Audra later this week, that may be her attempt to salvage what's left of this romance. Over with Kyle, he'll get some good advice from Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman. Both Jack and Diane Jenkins Abbott, Susan Walters, have been concerned about Kyle not giving Claire the whole story regarding what played out in Nice. Will Jack urge Kyle to stop glossing over the more scandalous aspects of the trap he set for Audra? Kyle has been acting like nothing happened, but that's not exactly true since he kissed Audra repeatedly and got on top of her while half-naked. Claire is dealing with some doubts when it comes to Kyle, so that may be partly because she can sense that he's holding back. This could be Kyle's last chance to come clean before Audra retaliates, so stay tuned to see his next move. In the meantime, Victor will make a stunning choice that's sure to shake things up. Will this involve a corporate strategy or perhaps a more personal one? It's possible Victor will have some shocker in store that relates to Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, but it's also possible he'll tell Claire that he's finally backing off her relationship. Victoria Newman's Amelia Heinley lecture seemed to affect Victor emotionally, so he might shock Claire if he agrees to let her live her life. Of course, that doesn't mean Victor will keep his promise. Plus, if Kyle breaks Claire's heart, then Victor will absolutely retaliate based